Hey, folks, welcome today to a Friday edition of From the Pastor's Heart. Pastor Barry here with you. Can you do you remember, or did you see yesterday's devotion? You'll know what the answer is to the question posted about today's lesson. Thanks so much for being here and appreciate you so very much. Thanks for the prayers and your attention and support of the ministry through your prayers. We talked a little bit yesterday about fear, and we think about the fact that we are uh, God's beloved creation. No doubt about it. No doubt. He created uh, man and woman for intimacy with Himself. And we see it right at the start when we begin looking in Genesis. We see what a God He is to create us the way He is, a righteous God, a God, a just God, God who is jealous because He wants all of us, not just a little part, not just what we choose to give Him, keep the rest hidden away. He wants all of us. And so in order to do that, He gives us the highest freedom. We have freedom like you can't find anywhere else in the world. And it's the highest, truly the highest freedom of all. And that freedom includes the right to reject Him if we so choose. But the verses that we look at today, these four verses that we look at today in Psalm 34, remind us of so many things that are um, beneficial to us when we do. Um, he he does give us the right to reject him. And the reason is obvious that as we have looked here very recently, love is only possible when it's freely chosen. And you know as well as I do that you can't force love on anyone. It has to be received. It has to be given freely and received freely by someone. Never constrained. True love is never, ever constrained. Our hearts cannot be taken by force. And so let's look at these four verses in Psalm 34. We're beginning with verse 4. I sought the Lord and he answered me. Looking at the things that are beneficial to us. Here it is. I sought the Lord and he answered me. He delivered me from all my fears. Those who look to him are radiant with joy. Their faces will never be ashamed. The poor man, you remember I talk quite often about being spiritually bankrupt. Well, you can't be any worse off in life than being spiritually bankrupt. So at that point, you're poor. Verse 6, the poor man cried, and the Lord heard him and saved him from all his troubles. I'm holding the Bible, so I only have one hand, so I'm starting over. Number 6, yeah. The Lord heard him and saved him from all his troubles. The angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear him and rescues them. There's four verses and eight benefits. So we could say, I guess, an average of two per verse that are benefits to us by recognizing this reciprocal love. God loved us, for God so loved the world that he gave his son, John 3:16. And then we in turn accept it and give it back. And we do that by loving God through the people that he places in our lives in order to show his light to. So there's so many benefits to doing that. I sought the Lord and he heard me and delivered me from all my fears. One of the things that will uh, take the most out of us, it drags us down the most in a spiritual sense, is fear. So when we know and trust and believe that God hears us and loves us, wants the very best for us, then we can live our life with joy according to these verses in Psalm 34 today. And I pray that you're there, as always, when we read these verses. I pray that what we have read speaks to you and that you are there. And if you're not there, then you should be there. You need to move there and find out what it is that God would have for you in your life. I pray blessings on you until we see one another again. That'll be Sunday morning. And we are looking at the call that God has on everyone's life. Very special reason for this message Sunday morning. You'll find out what that is. Not going to tell you now. You got to be here to find out. Can you hear me now? Title of the lesson. We're looking at the end of like the last 5 verses, I think maybe in Genesis chapter 11, last few verses in Genesis chapter 11, and maybe the first 5 verses in Genesis chapter 12. Maybe that's the way it is. At any rate, be here for that. Pray that you will be safe and cool and blessed until we see one another again. God bless you. Remember that God loves you, and so do I.